What's up guys, Footballpedia here. Based on the fact that you probably already read the video title, you will know what this video is about. Yes, today I'll be showing you how to choose the right futsal ball. This video is not oriented towards only those who play futsal competitively or within regulations. It is also towards more of the casual soccer player who will play with his friends, or her friends that is, on weekends, after work days, just at a local park playing some small-sided games. Now you probably might ask, Footballpedia, why don't I just buy a regular soccer ball? Why don't you show us how to choose one of those? Well, that's a good question, and I'll explain more of that later in my video. So for those of you who want to find out, stick around and enjoy. So since my video is about finding the right futsal ball, you're probably wondering, why not just use a regular soccer ball? Perhaps maybe something like this ball from Senda, which is just a high school approved standard soccer ball. Well, that's a great question. I have exactly 3 reasons why you should use a futsal ball rather than a regular soccer ball. Number 1. My first reasoning is just plain convenient. A futsal ball is a lot smaller than a standard soccer ball. It's going to be easier to transport around, take with you on trips, put in tight spaces, and with a big soccer ball, that might be a little bit more difficult. And if you're just looking to play with friends or casually, playing with the smaller ball is just going to be easier to have with you at all times. Even though there are size 4 and size 3 soccer balls that are going to be about the same size as a regular size futsal ball, my next reason will explain to you why the futsal ball still outweighs a regular soccer ball, even if it might be smaller. Number 2. Now this next reason might be super important to some people. In my own experience of working at a soccer store and being a soccer player myself, I found that a futsal ball like this works super well, especially since it's very durable. I found that a futsal ball will usually last longer than my regular soccer ball, just because when I'm playing on concrete or asphalt, the texturing, and the material will start to disintegrate over time, and then I will have to buy a new ball. However, with the futsal ball, it will usually last a little bit longer, and then I will be able to save my money. And number 3. Now the ultimate reason why I like playing futsal and playing with futsal balls, and why I think you should be playing with futsal balls, is mainly based on the fact that it promotes skill development. When you're playing with a smaller size ball, with a weighted ball, since futsal balls are heavier, it is a known fact that your technical skills will be boosted, just because if you can do it with a smaller ball, you'll be able to do it with a regular size ball as well, and that will help you become a better overall footballer. Now getting into the main topic of this video. In the world of futsal balls, many companies will provide a whole range of their own futsal ball lineup. In my opinion, Senda Athletics here does it best. That's why I've chosen their balls for this video, and I will be using their guide as a reference. Now you must deal with the question, I have 3 futsal balls in front of me, available to myself. Which one do I purchase? You will have a mini ball, a junior size ball, and a regulation size ball. I will be guiding you through each of these balls, giving you some technical specifications on them, and then I'm hoping that that will help you further make your decision when you're ready to purchase one of these balls yourself. So the first option that is available to you is the mini futsal ball. So the first and smallest ball that is available to you is the mini futsal ball. This ball is the smallest FIFA approved futsal ball that there is, and the smallest ball that Senda Athletics provides to you. This ball has a 21.5 inch circumference, and it is meant for the ages 8 and under. The reason why it is meant for the ages 8 and under is that it's the smallest ball and the ball that weighs the least. And for someone who is a little bit younger, they might need a ball that's a little bit less heavy in order to properly develop their skills without becoming frustrated of not being able to play to their maximum potential. Now taking a step up in the futsal range, you'll have the junior size ball. This ball is meant for those players who are between the ages 8 and 12, and if you go around the ball once, the circumference will be at 22.5 inches. Once again, this ball's specifications will meet the players' needs who are in between the age group of 8 and 12. So, same thing with the smaller ball. It will help promote skill development rather than playing with a heavier ball and becoming frustrated. Comparing the first two balls, you'll see that the mini futsal ball in my left hand is a little bit smaller than the junior size ball. However, there's not too much of a difference. When in hand, they both feel very similar, and the real difference you'll really experience once you play with them, and the smaller ball is a little bit more technically challenging than the junior size ball. Now the biggest futsal ball is the regulation-sized futsal ball. Like the two other balls, of course, this is also FIFA approved, and it is pretty much tailored to the exact specifications meant for anyone who is 12 and up. Like the other two futsal balls, this ball, of course, is also FIFA approved, and if you weigh it, it will come in at about 410 to 430 grams. Based on the ball, since they're all handmade by Senna, they will vary more than a machine-made ball. This ball is tailored towards those who are the age 12 and up. It has a circumference of 25 inches, which is a quite big step up from the last futsal ball. This on my left hand is the junior size, and the right one is the regulation size. And you can tell that even though the difference might not seem huge in hand and on playing with it, it is quite a big difference, just because you're looking at 8 and 12-year-olds here, and here you're looking at anyone who plays futsal, I guess. So quite a big difference, and meant for very different age groups. So now that you've seen all three futsal balls, don't think that you have to stay within the restrictions of the age groups. Each of these age groups are only recommendations. Someone who is 6 years old can also play with a regulation size ball. Someone who is 50 years old can also play with the futsal ball that is meant for the ages 8 and below. The reason why I'm suggesting this is if someone is a little bit older than 12 years old, I would prefer to play with the smaller ball because it boosts technical skills. It is much more difficult to do the same tricks with a smaller ball than it is with a bigger ball. So if you can master them with the smaller ball, it will look even better with the bigger ball. So just depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to play with your friends and play a pickup game, I would stick with the age restrictions. But if you're trying to learn some new skills, practice some new moves, go with the smallest size possible. And if you're looking to only buy one ball, think about what you'll be doing most. However, the best thing is to buy the whole range, just because then you have the option to do any one of these. Okay guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. That was it for today's video. I actually met up with the team that produces these balls. Big shout out to Ole and Santiago and the rest of the Senda team. They helped me out a lot in making this video by sending me most of the information for this video. And pretty much all I needed to do was give my personal input into it. So if you want to check out any of these Senda balls, I'll be leaving the link down below. This specific ball is the regulation size from the Rio futsal range. I found that this is one of the best futsal balls out there. A big shout out to you guys at Senda. Thank you very much for helping me. And of course, thank you to all the viewers who stopped by to watch this video. I hope that you learned a little bit about it, and see you next time. Peace.